Three, two, one.
You're now witnessing real street stories. Real street legends speak. Heavy hustling 70s. Rolling hard in the 80s. Real 90s grinding. 2000s real life trappers. From 7 Mile Better Mile to the Brewsters, we explore the stories of Detroit legends and the men who tell them on.
I am
Detroit Street Kings.
I am
Detroit Street Kings.
Y'all teenagers, was y'all like privy to the guys like Eddie Jackson and all them guys like that? And
no.
just talking about the guys that the guys who they make these videos about was the major players with heroin, and was y'all privy to those guys? Were y'all just street level guys? Or
I got privy to a lot of them. For the simple fact, my sister, my brother, they was in that gang. And as I'm moving up, I'm dressing up, I'm cleaning up. You know, being with my mama around them hoes, my mama taught me how to manipulate. My daddy showed me the principle of the game of life. You know, do's and the don'ts. And together, I made moves. And you said Eddie Jackson, but I didn't have the privilege of meeting Eddie Jackson. I was in the presence of Eddie Jackson. But I was around other people that Eddie Jackson was even afraid of. Tom Morgan, Lee Kaka, Beast, Buck Dave. You know, the names I'm naming, people feared them guys. You know, anytime a guy can walk right out of court in front of 36th District Court downtown and shoot the police and the witness, he a gangster. They gave him 49 to 99 years for that.
oh yeah, that sounds like forever.
No, he came home. But see, back then,
A good time and all that shit.
back
Time.
then, it was 10-4 for 20 years. When you get 10-4, then you started getting good time. You know, even though, like today, you go to jail now, you do a flat sentence. You do flat time. But us who came in back with the old time, they still had to play us on the old time. You see what I'm saying? So it's eating up. It's still constantly eating up. So it really wasn't. He came home. You know, I met people like that. You know, Black Walt, that was my man. I had the privilege of being around a lot of millionaires at one time. They called me
So,
Manny.
so you and the crew, y'all getting this doogie money. We call it doogie now. Frank Bumpy Johnson got us calling it doogie now. So y'all getting this doogie money, and your own words. This is a lot of other people getting that doogie money too.
There's so many people getting money that ain't being recognized or that ain't in public life.
I'm talking about from y'all. I'm talking about y'all. All the kids from y'all, the guys from y'all area, y'all time. Everybody around y'all, all y'all dabbling in heroin. So at this.
No, we dabbled in the heroin, we dabbled in weed.
Talking about the ones that wanted to get some money. We talking about the ones that wanted to get some money quick. Like they want to get some money quick, but that rhyme, that dope was the quickest way to it. We ain't gonna say they play. We ain't gonna play semantics now. That dope was the quickest way to it. To this day, it's still the quickest way to it. So at this time, y'all getting to it. School is kind of like an afterthought, probably.
No, you know, we jumped off that for so long. I was telling you about when that time when I had the car that was dropping off.
Oh yeah.
It was in 75, right before I was going to graduate. The man had me drop off the money And by me down, I picked a little girlfriend up, you know, this, that, and other. It's an true story. And we go drop off the money. But when I knocked on the door, he come in, everybody tied up.
And you how old at this time?
I was 17.
Oh, okay.
I was 17. Me and the girl, we were singing. We didn't listen on the golf lesson. And they opened the door with the guns. Made us come in.
Both of y'all?
Tied us up, put us in chairs. Got the money, this, that, and other. But when I saw the first person get shot, that's when this was a real game. Then when he went to the second person and shot him, I know it's coming to us sooner or later. A knock came at the door. And when he turned his head to look at his partner at the door, I'm in a chair like this, tied. I jumped in the chair like this and ran to the window and jumped out the third floor window in the chair. But I didn't want to die.
Say it again. Say it again for everybody. You did what now, nigga?
I'm tied to the chair. We all tied up. And that person at that door knocked at that door. He didn't know it was a sticker going down in there. And when the man, he was about right there. So it was, I'm here. The other girl was here that was with me, and it was another person. The man was on the side there, popping him. He killing everybody. He letting us know we getting ready to die. But he ain't talking, he studied shooting people. You see what I'm saying? When that night came at the door, bam! I took the chair like this and ran and jumped out that motherfucking window. And when I did it, the girl with me did it. I landed on the ground like this, bam! She ran on my back going this way. My man reached out with a buster. She paralyzed me very bad. That's when I realized the dope game was serious.
So at 17, that's when the violence come in, basically, what you're saying, you're telling me. Because that's the violence right there. That's you knew it was real. You knew it was real.
Violence in this shit.
Yeah, it was real. It wasn't no more stories. I mean, hearing about it first, second hand, third hand, fourth hand. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, it's real now.
You know, it's easy shit. This shit ain't nothing to the dope game. That's bullshit. That's not real life. Nigga, you in the game, the nigga you supposed to be thinking.
So what was the next move?
Next move, I never did that no more. When I was going then from that point on, I had my two dogs. That's when we knew what guns was. And it wasn't that crazy shit that y'all got these Mac 10 on. We had them 38s. I had a 38 long, he had a 38 long, and Perry he was the only one that had to be different. He had a 4.5, an Army 4.5. We knocked the door, shit cop. One behind me, one in front of me. I got the shit. That's what we got.
No more. So.
No more bullshit.
So we're gonna break that down. So
Yeah.
what was basically you was dig handling this bitch and wanted to show her something. What was the point of taking the young lady up to the door with you? That's what they gonna ask. What was the point of taking? And she was an idiot for going up there with you. But what was we called it dig handling in our day.
And nowadays, y'all, I'm saying something, I can't use me doing that anyway. I ain't gonna change my
Impressed. It was impressed.
I was trying to. I really wasn't impressed. I was showing that I was the guy. Impressive. Because she did it with me more than one time. Nothing like that never happened to us. That's why I'm letting people know the real story. You see what I'm saying? And there was times I had to understand it. From that day on, I told her, we ain't doing this no more. Now I want to do something different. He said, what you want to do? I said, what y'all want to do? We want to set up spots. So our thing was, when you tell me where you went your spot at, I made sure it was secured. I went to the security detail with all the guys. I'm gonna get them. I ain't gonna name their names, but about 5 or 6 people called me.
So that was the next move. That instead of dealing, now we just doing security.
Yeah, no, securing the house, but making sure everybody's safe when they got in there.
Okay.
You know, protecting everybody. I didn't want nobody else to get hurt. So we put barriers up. That's when we came up with the gate. Yo, man, your job for that little hallway where you got that right there was the gate there. And the guy stayed there all day long. His job was to open the door. You can't come in no more and try to lay nobody down. Different areas, we had different spots set up, designated areas. I learned that first. Then from there, I learned the route. We had routes. I started going in and out of state, bringing stuff back. I learned routes. Where to put things at. See, there's a lot of money getting money. You being a dope game doesn't mean you have to be the dope man who sell it. To be that man. Because word travel. When a person tell another person, you know, my man can do this, that, and other. You know how many people want the same thing done?
So now, y'all basically just
We're just transport.
wings. We ain't taking no more chances now. So everything then been scaled up a notch as far as security. So were y'all the only ones? Y'all were the only ones taking these precautions, or was that common? Did y'all just come in the game on some la-di-da shit and then realize, oh no, this ain't how we do this. We gotta take a little bit more planning and thought to this shit now.
When people saw like Nice Norman, I can say Norman Burton, that was my man. Whenever he did something, he called me first. I'm getting ready to put something together. I need you to, be on top of something. That's why he said be on top of it. I go look at the place, do what needs to be done, have it done, we move on. Now the next thing where I got the money from, people say you can't get certain places. I got certain places. Getting stuff back. Once a person knows you can get that back, phones ringing, prices going up on everything. A mule was very needed.
Now we get the stuffing game. Nah.
Yeah.
So that one little incident, of damn near losing, getting your top blew off, show off in front of a bitch, open your eyes up completely to this ain't it. We gotta figure out something else, some other way to do this.
For a minute, it helped.
Was that the sentiment throughout the whole crew, or was that just your sentiment?
Yeah, we had another incident. I got shot up, AK.
I'm talking about before all that. I'm talking about, was you the only one that had problems? Bojack had problems.
Yeah,
Scott Perry had problems.
Yeah, shit. Both had to call us.
So it's a consensus. We all having problems out here doing this shit. So we need to fix up.
We needed each other, and some had to come out. And some things wasn't real nice, but some things was okay. But without incidents, but some there's a lot of incidents. Don't think you're the only one who's doing what you're doing. There's always somebody doing the same thing. It's just how they doing it. Play chess, that's how you play life. On different things that you're doing. But you get a chance for keeps when they talk about real money. I didn't know that until I got in it. Because the more money you get, that brings on more habits for you.
Indeed.
The stick-up man coming.
So, habits. So, what was the top habits of the time?
Back then, believe it or not, bro, for you to snort cocaine, you had to be rich or up in the money. Whole black Niggas wasn't blowing cocaine like these niggas doing now. It was a station fashion when we did it. But we have a chain on, have a vial on the chain, you understand? Come with a spoon.
Spoon built into a little lid. Take
Yeah,
a hold of the lid over
this, nigga doing the thing. That's that nigga.
I got a afford cocaine. Put it on my
Yeah,
jewelry.
you understand? It's a white man's dream. You understand? Black folks, that's your nightmare because you can't afford it. So, thing, the guys, they was drinking. Everybody was drinking there. Champagne. See, y'all call it pocket bottle. That was the way of life for us. Stuff y'all paying $500 for. But number $5 a bottle.
Because it wasn't no significance. It only became expensive when black people started taking interest into it.
Well, yeah, and they seen over years show black people like period, time period. You know, I remember at one time back when we it was in the supermarket.
My uncle said a lot of the shit that's expensive as hell now wasn't worth shit at that time. It was just 10 you can get a liter of that shit for $5, $6, $7, $10.
Yeah.
But now that shit costs us $100 for a pint.
That's what I'm telling you. You know, that's what he's calling. And see, and also y'all have to remember too, back in our era, you know how much a Fleetwood cost? When I was coming up in the 70s, you know how much a Fleetwood cost? $4,700. For a brand new Fleetwood come off the line. The same Fleetwood you paying $100 and some thousand for, but number 4,000 for us. The wind's coming up, the same damn gun. You understand what I'm saying? So, the deuce and a quarter, brand new, 1,400, 2,700 was all it worth. But to show you how money was valuable against now, the same thing. But back to the thing, man. I hustled that. Then, when I got 19 and stuff, we go get into teenage years. I started hanging out with people. You know, people see me do some things. I ain't gonna get on air and say some all the things I've done, but that's whole thing in my life. And I'm not, I'm not proud.
I don't want you to.
No, I wouldn't do it anywhere, but it was good. You understand? I'm not chicken lips. But I got to meet people. My personality, I'm a likable guy, because I'm into everything. You know what I mean? I keep telling everybody, I play everything from hopscotch to manslaughter. You figure it out, hey, it's on you. But I ain't gonna rob you and I ain't gonna rape you. So you go to sleep on that. The other shit, y'all, pedophiles do all that shit there. But I was in the game and I met a lot of people. And we all did things. I done been black man rich a couple of times. I did some hell of a bitch too.
We're gonna get to that. So
I'm just saying,
at that time, the habits.
The players ball.
Players ball.
Man.
What was the vices though? What was the main vice for most niggas in their life?
Put on that penny cap.
Same shit they selling?
Huh?
Same shit they selling?
No, theirs be raw. Because see, back then, we had penny cap, then we had raw, then we had peat. When it came to the bungle, that was dry, that was mixed dry. That was the scrap. What y'all call commercial would be the peat that he cut on. Niggas getting cut up on the raw before it was cut.
Oh yeah, because they getting it to cut it and sell it, so they get on the straight, or they getting.
And to be honest with you, a lot of motherfuckers back then were getting out nothing. They think it was alcohol, but they biggest fight. We ain't just getting money, they had to fight with alcohol. A knucklehead get on that raw, they know you're gonna dispose your own self. That's the kind of doing things you want to do. So the advice to them was traveling and drinking. Plenty of money.
Detroit legends and the men who tell them on.
I am
Detroit Street Kings.